Hi, welcome to the Auburn Recreation and Culture Committee meeting. It's a great evening outside. It's a little chilly, so come on the couch and enjoy some good happenings and what's going on in the community. We'd like to start by approving the minutes from 10:15. Everybody approve the minutes? All right.
Second.
Excellent. It's a vote. We'll move on. We'd like to thank all the Recreation and Culture Committee members for the Fall Festival. Our Fall Festival went very, very well. A lot of hard work behind the scenes, and our coordinator, Elena Olsen, did a fabulous job. Thank you so much. We will chat a little bit more about the Fall Festival and recognize all of the people in the community that stepped up and helped make a difference and create a great day for the community. So that was a great time. Also, actually, I'd like to skip over to, we have two new members on the Recreation and Culture Committee, Elena Wu Olsen and Kathy Kaczynski. Welcome to the committee.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very exciting. Thank you. So with that, we'd like to go back to the Fall Festival and just recognize all the vendors that we had at the Fall Festival. The Auburn Police Department did fingerprinting, and thank you so much to the Auburn Police Department for being involved, especially Officer O'Brien. And Elena, I think, sent over cookies to the police department, so hopefully they'll work with us again in the future. Matt Benoit sang on the stage with his colleagues. Thank you to Matt Benoit for his time and generosity, and made a big difference at that day. It was very nice. The Roaming Railroad gave train rides throughout the day, and they also donated a little bit of their proceeds back to our recreation department. So thank you to the Roaming Railroad. Look for them at future events. They should be joining us for the 4th of July. Crystal Caves was a great vendor and supported our day greatly. So thank you to Crystal Caves. TJ's Seafood is a great place to go if you don't feel like cooking. They were there with their soup. Thank you. The Heritage Coffee Shop supplied some coffee and baklava and nice things, so thank you to them as well. I think I'll just thank everybody at the end, and I'll be thanking people all day long. Phil's Apples, the cider came from Phil's Apples in Harvard, and that was delicious apple cider. We had a representative from Claygrounds there, and right hands-on, so Clayground, it was nice to have them. We had some paintings by Charles Kazinas, and Packagug Church provided some great entertainment. Christine Gabry is her maiden name. I apologize for not her married name, but she worked with the young children, and Packagug Church also was a great representation with Jeff Labonte, so thank you to them. Also, we had a vendor, Christine Taylor. Extra Innings was there and donated 100% of their proceeds. Extra Innings is a baseball indoor facility that was kind enough to come down with their gun, and the kids would throw baseballs, and it was just really nice to have Extra Innings there. Belanger Brothers supplied our Carnival inflatable. We love to have that inflatable carousel. That was my favorite, or one of my favorites. Faith Baptist Church came. Thank you very much to them. Auburn District Nursing, Fuel Assistance Fund with Ellen Gabry. We have a couple fuel assistance funds. One is Keep Auburn Warm, and also Auburn Fuel Assistance. And those both are nonprofits that help community members that need assistance with fuel in the winter. And thank you to both of those programs for joining us. Bay State Savings Bank, Longaberger Baskets with Christina Dello Strito. Thank you to her. Susan Ferguson sold jewelry, Grippets with Jill Morin. Beth Hill sold crafts, Mike Jarvis and Chris Chestnut. Also with donations, we had Webster First Federal Credit Union, Frank and Nancy's, Auburn High School Science Department
donated the
beakers and science pieces for the candies that we did a raffle from.
Yep. Thank you to the Auburn High School Science Department. Young Shing donated some gift certificates. Pappas Building made our pumpkin carnival game. So thank you to Pappas Building. Bell's Lawn and Garden Center. Staples, Chili's, Teddy Bear Farms. Thank you to Greg Pike for making our scarecrow frames. That was very nice. Wayne Page, thank you to him for the hay he donated, and also Wayne's time. Ernie's Car Wash, the Gift Chalet, Hollywood Video, Elks Lodge, Masterman's, and the Belanger Brothers. Thank you very much to all that made the Fall Festival a great success. And I look forward to making that an annual event for the community. And if you want to be involved, come on down to the rec department and sign up. It's a priceless job. So come enjoy putting on special events for the community.
What was the date of that again? October what?
The date of the Fall Festival?
25th.
Thank you.
I'm wondering if maybe we should move it up a week, because it had the potential of getting pretty cold.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
agree.
move it up a week or two.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea, Doug, for next year. Absolutely. That and porta potties.
Yes, that was a big.
We definitely want those as well.
Do we want to keep it on a Saturday again or Sunday?
I like the Saturday,
Yeah, I think so.
because then we could sleep on Sunday.
Halloween actually falls on a Saturday this coming year.
Shirley, you did an incredible job.
And
All day.
that puts it,
Giving out Halloween
the weekend
bags.
before is the
I
24th.
love that.
The 17th or the 10th would be 2 weeks before that.
Shoot for maybe the 17th.
Okay, because
17th?
that's,
To make sure that
Right.
right.
it conflict with anybody else's schedule.
Absolutely.
So it'd
Yeah,
be
because the firemen had the open house.
the 10th or the 17th.
And there was another dinner, right?
There
October
was a
10th or
dinner,
17th.
the Historical Society had their annual dinner.
Well,
That in the
ideally,
evening.
and we talked about this, ideally, we could coordinate with the fire department, because this was the thing we did, the Fall Festival was, mainly organized or geared towards kids, and nothing draws kids like fire trucks. So
Yeah, that's true.
I'd imagine if we could, coordinate with them, the fire department can also do their education and publicity as well at the same venue. So
We were approached by the Red Cross emergency truck, but they weren't able to get a driver to come down, so that we would love to coordinate with them as well.
Even for the 4th of July, the 4th of July is going to be held, that celebration, the Saturday before, I think it's June 27th.
Hold on.
I don't know how you guys feel, and I'd like your input. Should we have it right on the 4th of July, or should we have it the week before? I think in the past they moved it because a lot of people went away on the 4th.
July 4th is a Saturday this year.
No, I think July 4th
I like
is,
the
July
4th.
4th, I think,
Yeah,
Have it on the 4th?
Yeah,
yeah, I'd much prefer.
in my opinion, though, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You like it on the 4th, Kat?
Yeah.
Traditional.
Much prefer-
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, I think one of the issues prior to that, I think, was the fact that it wasn't on a weekday. It was on a weekday prior, since it is on
The
a
4th of
weekend.
July?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know that attendance for the community got really low, so they were trying to figure out and brainstorm how do we get more people in the community involved. So I think they had it the week before because so many people go away on the 4th.
And how was the participation?
The participation this past year was phenomenal.
Was it?
Thousands of people. I really thought it was a great
Yeah,
success.
it was a big turnout.
Wayne Page did a great job. I enjoyed working with him.
So we have some time to.
Yeah, we
have
can
discussions
table
on
it,
that.
and you think the 4th, so we can vote on it maybe next meeting.
Okay.
So exciting.
And if any of the folks at home want to have input, if they know that they're already got a vacation scheduled and they want to call the town hall and talk about it, they're more than welcome to call in and discuss it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Doug's gonna hook us up with some online voting, right, Doug?
Yes.
Ah,
And the number of town hall is what, Kristen?
Yeah, 508-832-7736.
So put that in
Excellent.
there, right?
Yeah,
I wish.
I know, maybe I can be Kate Pappas. That would be great. Excellent. So, also, how exciting is this? Planning parties for the town is just so much fun. The next event we have is the Holiday Lights Event and Contest, Sunday, December 14th, 4 to 6 at the Senior Center. We have This is a draft. The names on here, everyone, is a draft. Some people I've contacted to be part of the day is Keep Auburn Warm is definitely going to be there selling Auburn Christmas ornaments. They're brass Christmas ornaments, and they'll look lovely in your home. So come on down and purchase one. And the proceeds go right into the Auburn community's oil tanks, the Keep Auburn Warm committee. Also, we have FASCA, Friends of the Senior Center, is going to sell baked goods and homemade things, knitted nice ideas that you have that you can Christmas shop. The Women's Club may be there. The Boy Scouts will be there selling, I believe they're selling wreaths. I've contacted the Junior Women's Club, Boosters Club, Amnesty Club, and the Student Council, all to just maybe if they could be there to have a table, raise awareness for their cause, or even in addition, sell anything that they choose, and we can Christmas shop because, you know, when we all work so hard, who has time? So come on down and join us. It's December 14th, 4 to 6 at the Senior Center. Now, also, in addition to this open house, it will be free. We will have hot cocoa and home-baked goods and fruit punch, and we'll have crafts for kids, also no charge. So we really want the community to come down and enjoy and celebrate the holiday together. Now, in addition to having the event, the holiday event at the Senior Center, we're going to have a lights contest. So if you decorate your house, and we would like to have a contest where you decorate your house and come down to the rec department, grab a number, a stake for your house, and we have judges that are going to take a van and drive around the community. And we have some great prizes, the Outback and Young Shing gift certificates and Frank and Nancy's. So we will have prizes for first, second, and third. So please decorate your house, come on down to the town hall. There is a $10 registration fee, but it can be waived if that's a problem. And all those proceeds would go to future cultural and recreation events. So we really, more than your $10, we want you to come on down and just decorate your house. And if you do decorate your house, we would love and beg you to come down and put a sign. It just would be a number, and then we'll have a map, and the community can kind of vote and see. And so please enjoy that. We look forward to having that. So register your decorated house at the Recreation Department at your earliest convenience, or give us a call if you have any questions. And like I said, we have gift certificates that will be awarded. Registration will close December 5th, so we can get our map, get together and do that. So just to recap on that, December 14th, 2008, 4 to 6 at the Senior Center. Free hot cocoa, coffee, and assorted beverages and home-baked goods. Also, take a picture with Santa. We're going to have live music and the holiday crafts, like I said. So if you have any questions, call the rec department or just come down and join us on December 14th.
Kristen, is that also available for businesses to participate?
Yes, business can participate as well. Absolutely. We want anybody to participate. We just want to bring the community together and
It's
have
a fun way to kick off a season.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Excellent. What's next? Also, we're working on opening Rotary Beach for the community, and with that we need to take a vote and see if you would all be interested if we made a motion to write a letter to the Board of Selectmen for their approval to open Rotary Beach. So if someone wants to make a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Excellent. All in favor? Aye. All right. So we will write a letter to the Board of Selectmen. I've been working diligently behind the scenes with the Charlie O'Connor, town administrator, and all the department heads in the community, and Chris Hugo, to televise the Rotary Beach to get the community excited about having swimming lessons for our community. So it's going to take a lot of hard work, but it's worth it because every child deserves the right to know how to swim, and that is our 100% motivation. And then also, to get back in history a little bit, Rotary Beach used to be a gathering spot where people would enjoy boat shows and barbecues, and I really would love to bring that back. And I know, Doug, you had said maybe New Year's celebration, and so we're looking for the Board of Selectmen's approval, Conservation's approval to go forward and open that beach.
Do you have any updates that you're ready to share? Approvals or discussions?
The town administrator, Charlie O'Connor, has approved just moving forward to writing a letter to the Board of Selectmen for their approval. So it seems like everyone that I speak with, whether it be the water commissioners, the highway department, the parks department, people really seem supportive of this project. And where it's a lot of people coming forward for their community work, and it's not going to cost us anything in the immediate time. We had talked about docks and maybe not having docks this year because that would be a big cost. Also, we have to make sure our lifeguards have a clear path of the water, and docks could get in the way of that. So it looks like it's a real strong possibility that we might be able to open Rotary Beach, which would be dear to my heart. So
we need to put together some sort of a timeline, I think. If we're going to have a date that we're going to open on, and we have to start counting backwards on what needs to happen between then and now.
Well,
especially, the important thing is getting some hearings in with the Conservation Commission and things like that.
I put calls into the conservation.
I think right now that's kind of one of the linchpins in this whole thing is getting conservation on board.
Yeah.
And I think, from some of the indications I've had is that they are supportive, but we really need to schedule an appointment and schedule a hearing and, get the okay to move forward, whether it be now or in the spring.
Okay.
so I was presuming that before we can officially move forward, we need the
Conservation.
We need the letter submission, selectmen approval,
Yeah.
and then
Simultaneous, the Board of the Conservation's approval as well.
You know what we could do, Chris, we can invite Ann Weston to the next meeting.
That's a great
She's
idea.
chairperson of the Conservation,
Okay,
and she could give us her idea, her thoughts, what the
okay.
feelings are. Are there going to be any traffic problems over there?
We did speak of the biggest problem was where the parking lot, where you would cross from the parking lot to the beach, and suggesting perhaps moving the driveway to the other side where having children cross at the other end of Rotary Beach where it's more visible, which wouldn't take a lot of money if we could get some community help with, Greg Pike has really been great. When I go down to Rotary Beach, he shows up, and his family is in construction and was saying perhaps they could dig part of the other end out to do some more parking, just have egress. And then another, Charlie O'Connor mentioned putting a light up, like a blinking light for safety just in season, for just an added precaution, because there is a blind spot at Rotary that.
and then painting across.
Yeah,
Painting the
I was gonna say
crosswalk,
and, the barrel or some cones and
Right.
things like that.
Absolutely, and we'll never have only one lifeguard due to the Molly Bish, so no one will ever be alone down there. So we'll have maybe a gate guard. When I worked at Camp Gleason, we had a gate guard and a lifeguard, so no one was ever alone. So I would like to just have that same,
Sure.
and she could or he could be in charge of the cone, and making, even.
With a crossing guard.
That's what I was thinking, a crossing guard, just to get people safely across the road would, could be part of that person's job. So I don't see any reason why we couldn't have that. So it's so exciting.
It is.
Something else we might want to consider is the parking considerations. This will probably be a pretty popular area, and we've discussed possibly putting up signs and, thinking about things for residents only.
Yep.
So we probably want to talk to the police department as well, and also the highway department. And if we need to order signs, sometimes that takes, might take a little while to come in.
Yep. Darlene would be the one we would speak with about ordering signs. Darlene's so supportive of all we do at the Recreation Department. I look forward to working with her on that. So signs.
We've discussed in the past too about the possibility of a resident sticker to raise
Yes.
funds.
Exactly, a pass or something
Yes,
like that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Most
Something they can put on
parks,
the
yes.
window of their car.
In most parks, I mean, I think that's reasonable.
Absolutely.
Most beaches have. it.
I know
It's
that in
phenomenal.
Hopkinton and in Upton, residents have permit parking, and that's how they do fundraising. That's how they make some of their
Okay.
revenues.
I don't know if anyone has any spare time to look into other towns and what they charge, like perhaps in other towns of their stickers and how they do it. There was a discussion on fenced in or not fenced in, on just to keep people, Rotary Beach,
You mean the actual-
just to keep non-residents out, like, you know, you can't jog the length and to keep people out or in, or there was some discussion on that, so
That's tough.
other towns, I know some towns do fence their lakes off, so these are all things that I'd like to, fence would be a huge cost.
Absolutely.
I think ideally, if we contacted the folks in Webster, because they've been handling Webster Lake for so long,
Okay.
I'm sure they'll have some ideas
Yeah.
that they could be helpful with us.
Okay,
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and then of course it's Buffinville.
yeah,
It's
there's a
state
lot.
park though, isn't it?
Yeah, Hopkinton
Washington
State,
and Sterling.
State, Webster isn't,
Webster is not controlled by
It's
the
not.
town.
and Upton isn't, so I can check there
We
too.
just need to, I'm sure the DCR probably has a list of all the municipal
Absolutely.
Okay.
swimming areas.
Right.
The thing is that we're so stymied with a small area. Like
Right.
the other parks, the state
Yeah.
parks, the
Right, we
town
have to be
parks,
much-
wide open spaces, hundreds of cars, and
Right.
we are
Right.
going to be limited in what we can do there to
Right.
start with, you know?
Right.
Right.
Well, that's why Upton
Like
is similar
road.
to us. We have a small area and
Yeah.
Upton's small.
Yeah, it would have to be certainly scaled down in terms of the fees
Yeah.
and, you know, what we expect.
Absolutely.
And in terms of fencing, I think we need some type of a plot plan or layout to understand really the full scope of the beach and what's going to be cleared, because when I visited, it was really hard for me to envision
To visualize.
what's going to be ideally cleared, where is the actual, you know, entrance, like the cleared out area, I presume was the entrance, but I saw remnants of picnic tables and I'm thinking,
Yeah.
where's the park start and where does it end?
The other thing we might
Well,
want to
that's
consider is a
good.
bike rack or something like that, and, you know, what about kids who are riding bikes to this, to go swimming versus people in cars? And do we
Right.
want to have,
Right.
you know, some sort of a little pass with a pin? A lot of places have a pin you put in a
Absolutely.
bathing suit.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
$5.
I was
Yes.
thinking
cover
like a
that.
rubber bracelet, you know, those rubber
Yeah.
Yeah.
bracelets are common.
Yeah.
Maybe we could
Yeah,
sell
We need
those.
to basically have some sort of controlled access and some
Right.
way of having somebody check that they've, you know, paid a small fee to the town. And the other thing is just parking, you know, so that way the police can have some way of enforcing that, or
Yeah.
just say, hey, this non-town resident, you know, call the tow company or whatever.
Right.
You know, what we could do too is the 250,000 that Paul Frost has proposed in the budget for package. I wonder if he could divert some of the funds to
To Rotary.
Rotary, yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the budget, does that mean that, I mean, not much of a chance it's gonna be approved, but if it is, even if we
Yeah.
got 20 or 30,000, you know, and just switch it over to Rotary.
I like that. That's a great idea, Dan.
Maybe give Frosty a ring and,
All right.
So thinking about inviting the conservation
Uh-huh.
committee member, who would they have on record, like the plan, like their?
I have a copy of the plan in my office.
You do, okay.
So perhaps
maybe
I
we
could
can
bring
that
it.
to the next meeting.
Yeah, I'll bring a plan to the next meeting so everyone could take a look at it.
What is the actual acreage of the land on the side that's on the water? Do you know? Like roughly?
It's less than an acre.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. We own like the whole pork chop lot, so it goes from a little behind the concession stand to the end where it kind of points to, you know, land.
Mhm.
So it's a nice piece, and it's been utilized in the past, so I say,
Well, again, and something I've said since the get-go is that, you know, people from town and also people out of town are using it presently
Right.
without the town's involvement at all.
right,
And so, you know, any of the naysayers in town who are going to say we're liable, you're liable no matter what.
right.
So we might as well,
Right.
you know, do it the way we want it and get some positive stuff out of it rather than just let everybody go up there and do whatever they want.
Right. Also, I was speaking with Martha Pappas, and she had suggested contacting the Audubon Society, and they bring in canoes. And just for a nominal fee, like $1, you can take a canoe ride. Or,
Absolutely.
So I thought that was a great idea.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
That would bring in a lot of families, so we'd have to be ready for the traffic of something like serious in the
Yes.
summer. That would bring in a lot of traffic.
right.
Which is exciting, but also we have to have
It
the
is
plan.
exciting. Yeah. So we have our work cut out for us. Are you guys ready?
We're ready, let's
I
get-
think we're ready.
Okay.
We're the shovel.
Excellent.
I
know. I know. It's exciting.
Norman
though.
volunteered to be lifeguard the first couple of years.
All right, Norm, mailman and lifeguard. Who would have known?
Nice camera guy.
Yeah, camera guy.
Oh, that's great. Here's the other camera guy, so we can make him blush too. Oh, excellent. So, we are also simultaneously looking at utilizing Camp Gleason's basement. Currently, right now, we have many programs going on at Camp Gleason. We have a watercolor painting class, a parent-toddler class. We're looking to put a lunch break program. I'll take a minute to explain the lunch break program. It's going to be for age 3.5 to 5 years old, and 12 to 2, Mondays and Thursdays, with Paige Josty is going to be the instructor. It's so exciting. It's going to allow children to come and just bring more community feel to town. With kids will stay with their parents, they'll bring a lunch, do an activity, eat lunch together and socialize. Parents will be there. In addition, Starbucks will be providing the coffee at no fee for the duration of the program, which is undetermined at this point. We are going to try to kick off in December or January. So if you have a young one and you're looking in the winter months to get out, it will be, let's see, 3.5 to 6 years old, Mondays and Thursdays, 12 to 2 at Camp Gleason, a nut-free lunch just to prevent any allergy attacks. And starting December 8th, registration required, $50 for 8 weeks. It should be a lot of fun. So if we need a certain amount of kids to make it run, because we're going to pay our instructor who has great energy.
Why is it starting at 3.5?
Well, because we have a program for 3.5 and under, and we want the age group to be able to play together and just be the same age so they can join each other. We do have a parent-toddler program for 18 months to 3.5, so we have a program for that age group. I'm just trying to get the whole gamut until you're 100 years old. I want you to be able to have fun in Auburn.
Beyond 100.
And beyond 100. So, you know. So
We meet at Hillside Cemetery.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of fun with
I
that.
love it.
We'll be with canes.
Yeah.
See, always Chrissy's great.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh my God.
Oh, this is too much fun. So, you know, the lunch break program over at Camp Gleason is just really, I think it's going to be a lot of fun for parents and kids to have fun together in the winter months where, you know, maybe they might be driving you nuts inside the house. Why not take them over and have some fun? And with every program, we do have scholarships available, so please do not call us. Call anyway. If you're interested in any program we have going on, give us a call, because we really want to bring the community together. And if you have any ideas on different programs, we love to hear them.
Kristen, what were the dates on the lunch break program?
The dates, we were going to start December 8th and go 2 days a week,
Okay.
Mondays and Thursdays. You can sign up for one day or both days. 1 day a week would just be $25 for 8 weeks, and 2 days a week would be $50. And that'll just pay for the instructor to be there and do play games with the kids. We have a parent-toddler class currently over at Camp Gleason, so we have some fun games and toys, and that's going really well. Amy Berg is the instructor for the parent-toddler class. We're actually in our 3rd session for parent-toddler class because it's been going so well. And that's on Monday mornings, 10:15 to 11. And so So I guess simultaneous with just having these programs, the basement of Camp Gleason is vacant and a little rusty. Not literally, but metaphorically. And we're looking to meet Charlie and Kenny Fairbanks from the Parks Department over there tomorrow to see if we can't see what it would take to utilize the space in the basement, because it's a good amount of space. And we own Camp Gleason. And with the current rates at the Auburn Public Schools, it's $50 an hour to rent any gym in town. So unfortunately, with good, there's bad, and we have our integrated basketball program that is on hold until we find a new place.
Is that heated?
Camp Gleason's heated upstairs. Downstairs, I don't know.
Chris, how about if we purchase basketball hoops, and could we use upstairs?
The ceilings aren't high enough. At Camp
I know the
Gleason.
floors are all hardwood now, so that might be
The
against.
floors are great.
Yeah, they did a great job upstairs. Downstairs is,
And
Crab soccer.
needs a lot of work.
Crab soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that with those giant
Yeah,
balls?
I love
Yeah.
crab soccer.
So that wouldn't be feasible.
No, we are looking, we actually, Arthur unfortunately couldn't be here tonight because he's being honored in Boston for all his great work he does in our, everywhere, not only in Auburn, but thank you, Arthur, for all that you do, and Martha. But he had suggested we have 4 programs that couldn't be, that had to stop due to all the basketball programs for our, in the high school. So we have a family open gym night, kids program, a kids night out, integrated basketball, co-ed volleyball, that all cannot run, and women's basketball, because we have that one gym that, thank you to the Pappases, there's no fee. So since there's so much going on, all those programs have stopped. So if we go to another school, it's $50 an hour. And we really can't, I can't expect our community to pay those rates when we already asked them to pay for our instructors' fees. So what has happened so far as Arthur spoke with Bill Garno and the principal and the superintendent, so we might be able to use the presentation room at no fee, just because the gym is so packed with presentation room is downstairs at the Auburn High School. It's carpeted, so we couldn't really do any sports down there, and mostly the programs that aren't running right now due to no time in the gym are sports. So we're going to try to iron out where we can make changes, if we can maybe trade off to, the middle school gym or an elementary gym instead of the presentation room. So I'll keep you posted.
Okay.
Kathy's going to help us.
Is there a gym at the old
Randall?
school that's West Street?
Randall.
Randall? I don't know.
That's the school department and the fire department. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, the old gym where I played basketball is the fire department floor where they park their fire trucks.
Really?
One thing I was wondering is St. Joseph's Church, the old church across the street there, wasn't there talk at one time of that going to some sort of youth center or something?
Okay, so I can tell you the history, because I grew
Oh.
up going to St. Joseph's Recreation Center. They're looking to sell that.
Oh.
I grew up playing basketball there, going to movies Friday nights. It was just our hangout. It was where we kicked back and had fun and bounced the balls off the ceiling and the walls. It was great. It was just a lot of fun growing up, and I lived right around there. So that was a great place. Now, originally what was going to happen was the Father Esposito from the St. Joseph's Church sold it to the Historical Society for $1, and it fell through. So now they're looking to sell the rectory and the rec center to someone to purchase. Now, originally they were supposed to, we have 4 backboards at the rec center right now at St. Joseph's that we need a house for. So if you're out there and you have a big barn, we need to house 4 basketball hoops from the Auburn High School and a clock, a big clock.
There's no
Square
option of
clock.
the recreation department purchasing that for $1, is there?
No, well, unfortunately, now they are
Needs an awful
gonna.
lot of work, so.
Yeah, I think we
Tremendous amount of
stopped.
work, yeah.
I think we stopped playing over there
Yeah.
because they condemned it.
Yeah, it is.
The structure of it wasn't sound.
Yeah.
So Anybody want to build us a basketball court out there? You know, you got some land and a little bit of money. We got the basketball hoops.
We have the players too.
Yeah, we have the players.
So there,
Go ahead.
we're both speaking. I am presuming I know the answer. There's no other gym that could support 2 programs at the same time. There's just not enough space.
How about St. Edmunds?
St. Edmunds. St. Edmunds is being, this is exciting news. St. Edmunds, now Father Hawthorne is replaced Father Esposito at St. Joseph's Church, for those of you who didn't know. Father Hawthorne has decided to keep the St. Edmunds Center and renovate it. So I'd love to work with Father Hawthorne and get some programs in there. However, you know, he's going to have his catechism, and if they're selling the rectory, that means they're probably, I don't know if they're going to live there, or I don't know where they're going to be housed.
It's supposed to build across the street behind the church. The
Okay,
new rectory, yeah.
so they were, yeah, but my understanding is they're not going to build that new facility anymore. They're, instead of building the new facility, because the old basketball hoops were supposed to go in the new facility, instead of building the new facility, they're going to renovate St. Edmunds. It was more economical for them. I'd love to have basketball there,
Yeah, that'd be nice.
but we'll see what happens.
Talking about some other winter activities, just for people to know, where in Auburn can you go sliding besides the big hill near the rink?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the golf course.
Of course.
Yeah.
The golf, not course, we wouldn't want to go on the golf
the
course,
driving
but the driving range.
The driving range.
Oops, I don't want to get in trouble. The driving range. I used to slide at JB. That hill was huge to me when I was a kid. It's probably,
And also,
probably not so big
yeah.
now, but
Are we going to have the rink again?
yeah. We'll
And-
talk to Kenny at the Parks Department.
Okay, because
Was that utilized?
I don't know. That was going to be my next question.
Right. Did people know about it?
And you know,
I
if we
didn't
need, I'd certainly be willing to help out with that if I could
Okay.
too. You know, or at least help
That'd be
coordinate
great.
something with them. You know,
Absolutely.
I'll talk to Kenny if you want to.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great. And if you're out there sitting at home,
Kenny.
we have, Kenny, Kenny Fairbanks, if you're, Kenny, call us. If you're out there and you use the ice skating park that the rec department had, if you used it, if you have any knowledge of its use, call us and fill us in, because I don't know if it was used, the time and hard work that was put into making that. We want to make sure it's a win-win. for people.
Do they flood that? Do they use a fire hydrant or something and come and flood that? Do you know?
I
Or-
don't even know.
Yeah.
I
I
would
mean, it's no
imagine.
Rockefeller Center, but you know, with Christmas coming and this cold weather, it'd certainly
The
be
Frog
nice.
Pond, Auburn's Frog Pond.
It'd be nice. It'd be nice to have a little skating area
Sword
before Christmas.
Sword Street?
Yeah.
Where?
So, is it?
I know Sword
Frank-
Street.
Off of
It's
Franklin.
no, it's over past
Franklin?
Franklin Park.
Nice. Off that way, right?
Franklin
Where?
Street?
It was Franklin Park. and it was
Franklin
in-
Park.
Franklin
Where
Park.
the Little League
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Thank you, Colin.
Yep.
So,
It's tucked away.
yeah, so winter activities. Men's basketball is going to go through this season. That is a great hit. Not a great hit, just a great activity. If you're a guy and you want to go play basketball, Wednesday nights, men's basketball is a great workout. Also, we still have our fitness classes. We're actually looking to have more fitness classes because they're going so well. So thank you to all in the community that are participating in our health and wellness and fitness activities we hold at the Auburn High School mostly. Those are Mondays and Wednesdays, 7 to 8:30, Fridays, 6 to 7:30, with trainer Jeff Smayevsky. Great trainer, a lot of abdominal work, core body workout with the stability ball and free weights. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, originally it was just Thursdays 5:30 to 6:30. We've added Tuesdays 5:30 to 6:30 with ACE certified trainer Lynn Hopgren at the Auburn High School. And that's a great core body workout, and just nice to get out and enjoy the community. And I think we have a range from maybe 12 to 15 people in those classes. So those classes are going really well. So thank you out there. We can't talk all good. I tried to run a spin class, and 6 a.m. spin class. Evidently, community's not interested in waking up and go and work out. So we're going to drop 6 a.m. spin class on Tuesday mornings. And I'm sorry to Christine Delastrito. Gosh, she tried so hard. Tried hard getting in the building for 1 at 6 in the morning. Isn't easy waking those janitors up. No, I'm just kidding. She did have a little problem getting in, and I apologize for that. And then people, so once she got in, so the door locks behind her, so then people will call me and say, I tried to go to spin class, but I couldn't get in. So, you know what, we have a great, safe building, so thank you for the safety. So,
a nice spin.
Yeah. We do have Friday afternoons, we have a spin class at 2 p.m. that teacher Heidi Tatum teaches. So Fridays at 2 o'clock, if you want a great workout with Heidi, come on down to the gym and she'll give you a great workout. We're looking to maybe hold another spin class Tuesday afternoons at 2. So maybe we'll try an afternoon class instead of the morning. So give us a call if you're interested in anything we chat about. Give us a call and we'd like to help you out. Zumba is going really well. We've moved, poor Ashley Lewis, we've moved Zumba. It started at Mary D, and then we were informed about the pay rates, which, you know, obviously we're not happy about. But so we moved Zumba from Mary D to the senior center, and it didn't work out so well at the senior center because the tables are really heavy to move. So we went from the senior center. Now, Alyce's dance studio has donated their space to hold Zumba class. We have about 19 or 20 women that join Zumba. So thank you to Ashley Lewis's hard work and Alyce's Dance Academy that has donated their space to hold Zumba. So if you Zumba, call us up and join that class. It's a lot of fun. It's a Latin form of dance.
What type of dancing is Zumba?
Yeah,
it's like a dance
it's just
exercise.
a little, like, you know, shaking.
Yeah.
I don't know what the proper etiquette term would be, but it's a great workout.
We have a lot of fun in this committee.
Yeah.
Nobody else can say that.
So come on down and join the committee.
I see Charlie O'Connor do it.
That would be good. I bet people would pay money to see that. Oh, there we go. Fundraiser.
That would be on the fundraiser side.
Yeah. Dunk tank went really well.
Very well.
Thank you to Faith Baptist Church for their donation in the dunk tank in Dougie's. We had a dunk tank at the Fall Festival, and that raised a lot of money for Keep Auburn Warm.
Very much so.
So that was really nice to have that. We're going to have to get started with the
I was going to say, we need to start getting commitments for the 4th.
4th of July.
We're starting to research groups for that and what events we want to have planned for that.
That's so exciting.
We still need a subcommittee for that, though.
Yes. Let's
Can we talk about it now?
Yeah. Let's talk about the 4th of July. Because it's not too soon, right?
Absolutely
Just really
not.
quick. We are undecided whether we're going to have the 4th of July on the 4th of July or the week before. So give us a call, send an email. You can go to auburnguide.com and there's a link to Auburn Recreation and Culture. Please give us your opinion because we do all this hard work behind the scenes to bring the community together and just have fun. So this event is for you, so call us and give us your opinion on if you want it the week before the 4th of July or right on the 4th of July. Now, my wish is that Rotary Beach will be open. In the past, we've had a bike race and we've had a road race. I'd ideally like to have a triathlon, but in a doable way. So maybe a 5-mile bike ride, a 2-mile run, and a little swim out to the can and back. I'll show you where the can will be later. So Kelly Fatman is from Auburn, and she puts on road races. So I've contacted her, and she'd be more than willing to get people in to do a triathlon if that is in fact something that's doable. So that's a dream of mine. We'll get there.
That'd be awesome.
Wouldn't that be neat, though?
Yes.
You could even have, on a much smaller scale, something for the kids too. Just a little run.
A fun run.
Run the length of the beach and then
Yes.
swim a little bit. And
I think that's
Whatever.
great. I'm so excited. But the other thing, I think I would like, if it's you all approve, we've always had the road race and the bike race from the Auburn High School, and I'd like to have it in front of the police department, start and finish, just because that's where we're going to hold our celebration.
Absolutely.
If
Right,
you agreed with
absolutely.
that would be
That's
okay?
good, yeah.
Okay, because I felt like I was trying to be at two places at
No,
once.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
You know, the parade, even the parade start and finish, we want to discuss and make sure. I think the parade start was really far away from the finish. I don't know if we want to start that a little, I don't know. We can discuss
I think
that a little.
Probably a lot easier with the traffic, getting away from McDonald's and the high school and the highway too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Be a more pleasant run. Oh, you have a hill, right? Is that
Yeah.
harder?
A little challenge.
Harder?
Can't be too easy.
Of course, you know, you got to coordinate everything through the police with the traffic and the
Absolutely.
details and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
street, yeah.
Couldn't do it any other way.
I'm just wondering whether we should look at what ideas have worked good in the past, or what, you know, from the committee, or from, ask residents to also call in
Okay.
and find out what's worked in the past and what we liked.
Okay.
And you can take a list. Things that I know I like was the skydivers they had one year.
Yes.
I have to
Even
contact Officer,
You know, skydivers, the dunk tank.
Yep.
You know, there's a few
O'Brien?
things that
no,
really worked well. Jim
Jimmy
Lundgren?
Lundgren, because the skydiving has to have an FAA clearance.
Right. That's why I said, you know, we really need to get this stuff rolling now.
Absolutely.
So that brings us to the subcommittee, right?
Yes, if you're out there and you want to be part of the subcommittee of 4th of July, it will be composed of us, the party planners of town.
Not party, event.
Event, excuse me, I misspoke. The event.
Event planning.
Please call,
Never say
email
party.
any of us
Professional.
and be part of the 4th of July celebration. It's going to be very, very memorable.
So.
Well, Chris, is the 4th of July committee, are they still intact?
No,
They have
no.
completely
The 4th of
disbanded?
July committee dissolved.
Dissolved, okay.
The Board of Selectmen dissolved that
Yeah.
committee and called and gave it to the Recreation Department. But I really want Wayne Page
He will be.
and George Fournier and Nancy, if they want to be involved, they're more than welcome to be involved. We'll never turn away help.
I talked to Wayne at the Fall Festival, and
Okay.
he sounded pretty favorable about working together with us. So
Excellent. That's great.
Every time
he's-
I've spoken
you know,
with
he's got
him.
the best motives, and he certainly has a lot of the knowledge
He
of what it takes to
definitely
make this
will.
happen in the past.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And, you know, we can certainly take all the best ideas that they've had and keep going with that. And I said, you know, we'll give you credit where necessary, and we'll,
Yeah.
you know, help fill in the gaps where you want us to, or whatever else, and we'll keep moving forward with this thing.
I think Wayne Page needs a lot of recognition, and thank yous to Wayne Page for all that he's done, and to continue the torch and carry it on, but we definitely need you out there, Wayne, so make sure you keep in touch.
Are you planning, or have you already contacted the other previous members to request?
I haven't contacted them yet. I was a little preoccupied
Right, that's
with
okay.
the Fall Festival.
We didn't need to, I just didn't know, because we should probably,
Holiday.
the ones that we get, that if you get a feel that some are might be interested
Okay,
in being involved, to maybe send them a formal invitation, since they
Okay.
might not have dissolved on their own
okay,
they might not have left for their own desires.
right.
They might want to get, even if they don't accept, they might appreciate
I agree.
the offer
Yeah.
I
to
agree.
be involved, and we certainly don't want to reinvent the wheel if we don't need to.
Oh, gosh, no.
You know,
Okay.
we want to
Thank
improve
you.
what's there.
Yeah, thank you. That's great.
To continue with some of the other ideas, one thing we had talked about at the Fall Festival was a possible snowman contest on the
Oh,
4th of
yeah.
July with
Oh,
the
yes,
snow in the
with
back
ice.
of the rink.
We need, yes.
But the 4th of, I know, here comes the reality girl. They closed last year, last summer.
if possible.
So
Yes.
if Oregon can stay open, and it's $6,000 a month to keep that ice cold.
Yeah.
So.
Now, do you
it's a lot
also
of-
coordinate the Memorial Day parade, or is that someone else? Okay,
No.
okay,
Well,
because,
this will be involved if you
yeah,
like.
well, I don't know, but
Put more on my plate.
I was just wondering, you know, I know there's a parade on the 4th of July, and one thing that I noticed missing on both parades,
Go
having a little
Shirley.
girl, one thing missing was the doll carriage parade, which
Yes.
a lot of towns have.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
So that, we could have a whole
Absolutely.
doll carriage division.
Yeah, and I
Not to
think-
mention also the decorate your tricycle
Yes.
division.
We used to have, well, we have the tri-coat,
We
the
did the
tri-coat
tri-
bike
Yeah.
contest.
Yeah.
We have that race.
We have that.
They
I was a
do it.
judge.
That was for the,
Yeah.
Oh, is
Judge
that
the
precious?
Yeah, the
bicycle decoration
bicycle.
contest.
Yeah.
well, you know what else you need? You need some fun. I was gonna talk about this. We need some kind of float stuff. We need to talk to communities, like
Student
community
council.
organizations that might already do things.
The Macy's
the
Day
parades.
Parade, maybe.
We'll have big
some ideas
balloons
for that.
Sorry.
on the map. No, but really, you know, I mean, you
Who's gonna
see,
fly in from
not to-
everywhere?
but you see cute, you know, people put
I think
together
it's great.
organizations for it, and they take them to other.
The Elks, the
Venues.
Knights, the
Yeah,
Student Council,
exactly.
Okay.
I'm sure you could get some sponsors too.
All right.
That's a great idea.
No, really,
I
because
love
that's
that
the thing
idea.
that you think about with the parade. I mean,
Yeah.
you want it, and it's fun to see the stuff we see, but it'd be fun to really like have something like clowns, I don't know, on a float, or I don't know.
I like
It
clowns.
has to be
I love
goofy people and organizations who.
Would be involved. I
But
think
once a
that-
year.
Yeah. I think that's a great idea.
Freshman, sophomore, senior, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior class float too. I know schools that
Wow.
used to get involved with that sort of
Yeah.
thing.
That's a great idea. Tell the people at home.
Go for it.
What we
Dave.
just said.
This is dog. He's supposed to talk to the TV.
So yeah, floats is something.
All right, so if you're out there sitting at home, we want to have floats in the 4th of July parade. So start brainstorming your ideas and call your friends and put a float together for the 4th of July parade. We want you in it.
Businesses or companies or groups or
Absolutely. I remember one year this
enough card deals.
Collins Plumbing had put what was it? A bathtub on wheels.
Whoa.
That was,
And he's in the St.
that was
Patrick's Day
really
Parade.
funny. You've done that, Colleen?
No, he was in the St. Patrick's Day Parade every
Oh, the
year.
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this,
in Maine, they have an annual float down the river contest, and you name it, and if it floats, it's in the water. And I've seen anything you can imagine going down this river. My girlfriend from college, and she used to tell me, and I didn't believe her till I saw it, and it was incredible to see what they rigged together to float. And I'm like, is that safe? She goes, if it makes it, it goes.
Oh my gosh.
But also
That's great.
antique cars and
Well, the
baton twirlers for sure in the parade.
Oh yeah. Susan, weren't you a baton twirler?
I was in a band.
I thought you did both. You're just so talented, I didn't know. Oh, that's great.
I have a grand marshal too.
Well,
Well, we
Vicki
could do that.
McLaughlin was the Grand Marshal last year now. That was another thing that the 4th of July committee voted on. So we'll definitely have a Grand Marshal this year. So that's something maybe that we,
We
can
need
think
submissions
about.
for. We need to
Yeah.
get submissions for.
I don't know how they did that.
Yeah.
They requested them, and then they brainstormed. I remember going to that meeting.
Okay. But did they get community's involvement in that?
Hmm.
So if you're out there and you have an idea of someone who you think deserves to be a Grand Marshal, give us a call, come on in, and we're looking for a Grand Marshal, person to be the Grand Marshal for the 4th of July parade. And also, we had Beth Johnson sing the national anthem.
Does Auburn still have the post cane? I don't know if you know. You know, the oldest person gets the cane.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They pass
Still do
it every
that?
year, yeah.
Do
I think it's
We
right
should
around Thanksgiving
recognize
time.
Well, if we don't have another choice for Grand Marshal, I would say whoever that person is that's holding
Yeah.
that cane would be.
I think it's every Thanksgiving they pass the cane.
Is that what it is?
Really?
You
Okay.
can call Ken
Is it-
Ethier. He knows that.
Is
Yeah,
that a-
Kenny
is it a
Ethier, yeah.
cer- is it a-
No, I know he does. I was talking to him about
I
it.
think it's a small meeting, historical society, I guess, you know.
We need to make it bigger.
We do, if they wanted to, be bigger.
The cable TV should be involved.
Yeah.
Ken Ethier knows all
I want
about
the
that,
people
Crystal.
every year. Definitely December 14th, we want you there. What else do we have? Packagug Meadows, I met with the Land Bank Committee, and that project is pretty much on hold due to the lack of funding. So it's on the back burner right now. Everybody that needed to approve the project has approved it, giving their good graces. Auburn owns 75 acres of land up at Packagug Meadows, and the proposal is to put baseball fields, softball fields, concession stand, soccer fields, which the soccer field can also be lacrosse and football, and also a walking track. There's wetlands up there, which have definitely been in the the blueprints to make sure that nothing was tainted. Some wind turbines were going to be put up there for testing, and I had suggested maybe to help defray costs because there was no lighting on the blueprints, maybe just one light. But I thought if there was any way in the future, if we do get wind turbines approved to be up there, maybe that could help absorb the cost for lighting the night games or whatever. So, but that is definitely on the back burner at this time.
Is that maintained at all right now, any of the land, as far as
No.
trails or anything like that?
No.
Mr. Post, I guess, does his farming up there, but other than that, there's nothing there at all.
The
I was
only
just
thing
wondering
I've
whether
ever seen
somebody
is
cuts
dirt
it, if
bikes.
somebody wanted to cross-country ski up there in the winter, if it's,
Doug, the only thing I've ever seen up there is dirt bikes.
yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Yeah.
there's been some kids that are wrecking the land up there, and
Yeah.
four-wheelers and just kids. Package Hog Church, I'm not sure the gentleman's name, phoned me about people going up on that land, so
Is it posted?
No.
it needs to be
Yeah,
posted.
I'd like
more so
to,
on
I'd like to
the
make a
winter months
motion
than
that
the
we,
summer,
get some signs up there. I don't know if we
Okay.
can get a second and do that, but
Motion.
I think we, just a no motorized vehicles sign if, at the minimum.
Right, and what's,
I think that would be the best.
I can second that, but then we have to talk about it.
Okay.
Is that through the how do you, we can't just order them and put them up, we'd have.
You have to go to selectmen, I mean,
Right,
you
so-
know.
I think the
And-
Board of Selectmen.
But did conservation need to get involved in that too?
I'm sure they'd be behind it.
Yeah.
The
I know
land bank
Where
committee.
good the signs would be,
Place them.
because they'll do what they want to do anyways up there.
Yeah.
The signs ain't gonna stop kids
I
from
know.
going.
Right.
in.
But at least
But
if
you know
it's
what it
there,
will
you
do?
Yeah.
It will allow the police to take
Right.
notice.
They do when they,
Right now, currently, that there's no signs on the
Yeah.
land.
They can't do anything.
Police can't do anything. If
No.
we post signs on that land, then the police can further check on the kids and give them consequence. So I think that's a great idea. You second?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we should just make it no motorized vehicles. People
Right,
want,
right.
that'll keep people,
What is that?
who want to walk can still go there and things like that.
Right, but
ski.
what does that mean, what does that involve? We can, propose it and second it, but what's involved in posting signs, like?
I believe with the approval through the Board of Selectmen, we'd need to go to the Board of Selectmen and get their approval to absorb the cost of the signs.
Okay,
Mm.
that was my question.
Yeah,
right,
the
getting to
signs, the
money.
cost,
So it would have absorbed through,
the highway department.
okay.
Yeah, I can't imagine a couple signs, some of the major entry
Right.
points
Yeah.
would be too expensive.
I would be surprised.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Right?
Okay. Yep.
Okay, excellent. So we will go ahead with that as well. All right, we're all leaving with homework. We got homework, Dan? Yeah, you
little bit,
did.
yeah.
Didn't we?
More than I had in high school.
I thought,
He's got to go to Dunkin' Donuts, remember?
what?
Oh,
Remember
yes, you do
Dunkin'
have
Donuts?
you do have something. No, Dan has homework.
Dan,
He can talk to you
Oh,
We
about-
do have homework.
What?
Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh,
I
for
just
free
read.
donuts? Is that all you want?
Coffee,
Yeah, for the,
Oh, for the
lights.
the
For the
lights.
lights.
Yeah, I'll go see Chick Simon. That won't be a problem.
Okay,
they do.
all right.
Yep.
And you have homework too.
You do
You
too.
have to have homework too. We're gonna have, you wanna be like the hostess at the holiday lights?
You know what, I think
Can you come or?
there's a bus trip going from the seniors that day to, is it, Waltham, where they're having that play?
Okay.
Yeah. And,
So you'll be going to that?
So I have
Oh,
tickets for
that's
that.
great.
Yeah.
Our community does so much. There's so many different things you can do. It's so nice. We are looking for probably us to serve punch, act as hosts and hostesses, and make sure things are smoothly. People are enjoying themselves on the December
Okay.
14th.
That's a Sunday, right?
It's a Sunday.
Okay.
So it should be light though. If we can maybe, we can bring baked goods. If anybody wants to donate any baked goods or anything, I'll purchase some of the, punch. I thought Alina got some great punch recipes. We could have punch, coffee, tea, hot cocoa, and just some nice old-fashioned baked goods at
Sure.
no charge for the community.
That sounds good.
I think that'll be nice. And maybe we'll have like a $1 donation at the door if people want to give a donation.
They want, right.
Only if they
to.
want. It's not about the money, I think. It's about bringing the community together more than anything, so. Don't forget, put it on your calendar, December 14th. December 14th, 4 to 6 at the Senior Center. Hot cocoa and coffee and snacks and Santa and music and all of us. Excellent. Kathy, you had, I wanted to ask you to talk about the integrated basketball a little bit.
Sure. We had our final basketball last Friday, and I think we had 6 sessions, and we had 6 to 10 people. And on the last basketball session, a mom showed up with her son, and the mom later on emailed the coach, Pete Ferreira, and I provided a copy to everyone, but basically what she did is she applauded us for doing this. She said that she sees such a need for this, that her son really wants to belong to a group, and he wants to be able to play. And she said for such a long time she's been very, very desperate to find a team that her son could play on. Yeah.
Wow.
So it was really, really nice. After, since I've been to all of these games, I've listened to the parents talk, and of course they want to see a continuation. So I contacted our school superintendent, Dr. Mary Ellen Brunel.
Okay.
And I wrote her a letter, and I just presented the fact that we have known individuals from the community that would really like to get together and play basketball, and we'd like it to be integrated because we want to give the opportunity for young adults with disabilities to be able to play. And what she said to me was she thought it was a great idea, and she said that she is going to look into this for us, and she directed me to call her back next Tuesday. So we're going to give her a few days to kind of collect the information and see what what she can actually come up. She realizes that there is that crunch for the calendar, but she also said that she really sees it as part of the community. Yes, she really embraced it and said that she was very excited, and so I'm looking forward to hearing back from her. And it's already in my cell phone to call her on Tuesday.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, but I really liked it that she was so enthusiastic about it. And
She's wonderful.
yeah, she really is. She really is. She's a real gift to the town.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're very lucky.
So
Thanks,
she'll be my
Mary
big
Ellen.
follow-up. Yes,
Yay.
thank you.
Thank you, Kathy.
Yeah.
That's great news.
Yeah, it really is. Even though, we had to say this is our last time right now that we are looking for time, I think that people left hopeful because at least it was the start.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that as more families know, what I'm really hoping for is that lots of families will call you
Yeah.
and tell you that they would like to see more integrated activities in the community. Because as I said, when you have a child with special needs, especially when they've grown up and they've become young adults, it is so hard to get involved in sports.
Yeah.
And, I don't think it's equally as hard to do other things. You can always buy a ticket to a play or a ticket to a movie. But when you want to do group things, it's very hard because you're limited by money, you're limited by transportation, and you're also limited by, you really need to have people think of these things and to offer those opportunities. Because a lot of people with disabilities would like it to be maybe a little pulled back, and as far as how aggressive teams can really be.
Competitive.
Yeah, just to make it so everyone can play. So we've already gotten rave reviews, and I think that's great. And it was even more wonderful today when I was surprised at my lunch that I got this phone call from Mary Ellen.
Yeah.
And I was thrilled to hear from Dr. Brunel, and her enthusiasm was wonderful in itself. So I'll look forward to see what she has to say next Tuesday.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank
That's
you,
great.
Kathy.
Thank you.
That's great.
Maybe something else to look for at Rotary. Swimming.
I thought of that too.
absolutely.
Well, something, another point that I'd like to make, when I first spoke here, I had said that for people who may not know this, Special Olympics is 6 weeks. That's it, which means your young adult would meet 6 times and it's done. It's over with, and that's it. And this woman that wrote this email about how wonderful her son felt afterwards, she said that she was looking for something beyond Special Olympics, and that's something that I think maybe all of the families mentioned that they were so glad that it was community-based and not Special Olympics, because Special Olympics is great. Don't get me wrong, it is wonderful. But it's 6 weeks.
Yeah.
It's 6 weeks. And so, yeah, I think swimming would be great, especially, you know.
Exciting.
Yeah, because I think everyone, I agree with you, everyone should learn how to swim. I think it's a great thing, and it's a great sport. I mean, it's all, you know, total body workout. It's great.
Right.
So, yeah,
That's exciting.
that could be another thing.
Yeah. That's 24 hours in a day.
So this is, right, you'll find out next week on Tuesday?
On Tuesday, Dr. Brunel said that she will have collected some facts and given us some ideas on what our possibilities may be.
Okay, so we would have a more positive idea of when we could offer another series?
I'm hoping that's what will come out of the
Because
conversation.
I want to make sure maybe we can have an article in the Auburn News to get this back out to the community versus just having it trickle out. We need to get this kind of information out more to the community versus just maybe on the TV.
I agree. We weren't able to send out flyers, and I think it's because we had such limited dates. And so the 6 to 10 people that showed up, that was actually word of mouth.
Oh,
that
no,
was
I believe
actually
that.
us getting it out. I noticed in today's newspaper, it is mentioned that we have the integrated basketball, and it does say dates to be determined. That's in today's paper. And, but yes, I'm hoping that if we can, once we can establish if there are dates, if there are times that we can get the court, and then I would really like to see the high school get flyers. And like you said, maybe an article, because more people need to know about it.
Yeah, because like you were saying, after a certain amount of time, the Special Olympics is great, but there's no further follow-up in these children's lives, or
Right.
these young adults' lives.
Right.
Maybe we can talk to Teresa about maybe doing an article on the fact that we offer these type of
Absolutely.
services for the community.
Absolutely. I think that's a great idea.
Right.
Because we
Once-
are going to host Special Olympics in February and March, and I was excited initially over just that, but then as I speak with you and learn so much more, it's so exciting that we're going to have a long-term program.
Well, and think about how this
people.
started. It really just started because I contacted the gentleman that runs the basketball team to find out if that would be an appropriate place for my son to play, and that kind of pointed me to you. And, you know, so, but definitely the biggest problem is getting the word out.
Right, and I think if we can do,
Look at it out.
Right.
talk to Teresa and see about getting an article
Would that be
then.
possible to offer to other youngsters in different towns to bring them into Auburn to play? Is that a
Well,
thought?
the community basketball that my son was participating in, we would go to Worcester, actually to Clark Street, which is the backside of Great Brook Valley.
Yeah.
And Auburn, Shrewsbury, West Boylston, everybody that was in that
Greendale
area.
area,
Yeah,
yeah,
people
yeah.
drove to get to it.
Maybe we could bring them into town. Be
What
nice.
happened to that program?
It was my own hope that my son would be able to play in his own town, rather than to bring him all the way to the Great Brook Valley to play. And the school that we've played at every year, it's wonderful. The principal is always great about it. It's a very old court though, and I have to tell you, the old part doesn't bother me. It's freezing. My son no sooner gets off his coat, and I'm like, give me your coat, because that's what I want to sit on while I'm there. And he goes and he plays from 5:30 till 8 o'clock there. And it just, when I saw the ad in the paper, you know, under that recreation one day, it just kind of hit me. I was like, geez, we've been in the town for 5 years. Why haven't we said, hey, can he play in town?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's really how it came about.
great.
But
It's exciting.
yeah, so I would love it if we could invite more to the
Yeah,
community,
that'd be nice.
because, you know, it brings more money to the town, and I think that the more of a history a program can have, you gain that longevity over time. But again, that school in Worcester, it's really not even the Worcester who does it. It's really the Seven Hills Foundation. They actually just find a school that will let us play.
Okay.
And again, they find a place that will let us play for free, because money is such a huge issue, the travel and everything. And some people who come to play, they come with a support staff. They might come with a respite worker or someone else, and they also get paid. So it's just, Seven Hills seeks out to find out a place that can be free. so that everyone can play. We don't cut anyone out just because of money.
I love that.
Yeah, I do
That's
too.
so nice.
And they have such a great time. Once they get going and they're up and down the court.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who's screaming the loudest. It's,
Yeah.
Picture the parents.
yeah, but it's wonderful. It's wonderful to watch.
I love it.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that Dr. Brunel comes and has maybe some suggestions. She's really a sharp
Yeah.
professional, and I'm just hoping for the best.
Yeah.
That's great.
Excellent. Thank you, Kathy.
You're very welcome.
So also, Elena had some ideas for future events that I wanted her to share with us.
I've handed out this calendar of events for a year. It's more of a discussion document. Kristen handed some out to everybody. I broke it out into, it's got the 3-hole punch. The top one has main annual anchor events. Under it has the 4th of July, the Fall Fest. Those are the 2 big events that we have in town. June and October pretty much being the main ones, which will grow. And then we have the Veterans Day one, which we could then grow for our serving men and women. And then, of course, Christmas lights being the other one, which we'd like to eventually grow further. Hopefully, knock on wood, more like Millbury, which is a chain of lights, with a 5-year goal of that. And then underneath that, we have a one-time potential ongoing events. These we could move up into or have it be a one-time event. Rotary Beach opening being an annual one that moves up. The floating boat tour, which could be an ongoing one. I know that's dear to Kristen's heart. The triathlon being another one, which could fall into the 4th of July or into one of the other activities. The concept ideas list, these are just suggestions, and we can add in anyone else's ideas to this as well. The bold ones are suggestions that maybe we can plug into for in the next year or so, like the Easter egg hunt, the Package Dog golf course as a fundraiser. We could pull a theme to that. Earth Day or National Arbor Day. We could do with the the Veterans Corridor?
The Blackstone Valley Heritage Corridor.
Well, there's a Heritage Corridor, and then there's the construction on Route 12.
Okay.
We could plant trees along that. We could tie something into that. Kristen had another idea with the Battle of the Bands.
Yes.
That's always very popular, and that
Yeah.
could be a great
That'd be a great one.
fundraiser.
Yeah.
And Doug's suggestion as well ties into the Winter Wonderland events list, which could be a one-day event or a series of events, because there's many different things we could do there, and that would be all winter dependent, weather winter dependent, such as ice skating, ice fishing, bonfires, sledding, snowman igloo contests, ice sculpture class if we could find somebody who could teach it.
Yeah.
Dog sled racing, because I know I've seen different people with dogs. So, well, the type that race, that pull.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Or
hey.
demonstration at least. Yeah.
That'd
Yeah.
be fun. That'd
Yeah.
be so cool.
I mean, if they have them, let's see it. I have friends that used to do it, and I love to see them done. The Battle of the Bands, there's so many talented musicians in this town, and I know it, so that would be something that would be a big draw. Any ideas, suggestions? Go.
One thing we talked about at the Fall Festival also was one of our own members at the booth had a nice pot of chili, and Bob always has all the other good food, so we're not to belittle Bob, but we had talked about a possible chili festival cook-off thing like that.
Yes.
And wintertime's always good if we combine that with some winter activity or something like that. Again, the 4th of July might be a good time to do something like that. Have
A chili
that'd be one of
cook-off.
the events. A chili.
Vegetable
Absolutely.
cook-off.
I mean, you can certainly do that.
I'm
The
just
chili,
thinking
like a
about
chili
light, right?
contest.
I love that idea.
Different times,
Yeah.
all different times of year, and people love doing that sort of stuff. And you can certainly generate a lot of interest, and you have the built-in, the food interest as well. So it kind of works out.
Now, to spin off that, currently we have a French cooking class with a woman that graduated from Johnson & Wales, and we're using the home ec room. So maybe we could incorporate her talents, and then maybe, I don't know, incorporate the cooking class and maybe the chili cook-off, but I think it would be really neat to have it televised.
That would be fun.
Like a cooking show, but for Auburn.
Our main event schedule here, we have June, October, November, and December. We really have nothing scheduled for
Right, for spring.
the winter doldrums, like around
Right.
February.
Yeah.
Right,
That
and
might be a
that's-
great time, cold time of
I
year to have a
agree.
chowder and chili fest.
Absolutely.
Sock
yeah.
hop.
Well, there's also
Valentine's
Mardi
Day sock
Gras.
hop would be
If
fun.
you look under concept ideas, there's Mardi
At the high
Gras.
school.
I didn't bold it, but there's that whole.
Yeah, that would be fun.
True.
Yeah, that's
We had
exactly-
chatted about a Sunday,
Yeah,
make your own
Valentine's.
Sundays for Valentine's Day
Yeah.
for kids. There's basketball going on Saturdays. That I thought perhaps we could like make your own Sunday in the cafeteria after their games. They could come down and for a small fee, it would just eat a lot of sugar.
No, I think, yeah.
We had talked about a date even, but I couldn't find my notes.
Okay, yeah,
To plug it
I
in,
love
so-
it. Elena, thank you for all these great ideas. If you at home have any great ideas, call us. Be part of it. Come help us with the Easter egg hunt or something. It's so exciting. But definitely our newest
couldn't find my
holiday
notes for the
lights
Sunday
event
bar.
and contest. Call us
I knew I had it.
as soon as you can and get on the map for the lights contest that we will vote on them December 14th
She's
at
on.
6 o'clock. So
Oh, she's on.
call us. Anybody have anything else they wanted? Guys, you ready
We're
to go?
gossiping about a chili fest possibly now.
Yeah.
A chili fest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
brain's-
You know,
it's burning.
we get so
Go ahead,
many
plug it.
people.
Tell them.
I mean, we
how.
have at least, 4 or
Yeah,
5
absolutely.
positive
Yeah.
mentions at this table.
Yes.
So.
Let you know I'm not cooking.
Wonderful.
I
I cooked, so.
And I think it would be a lot of fun
Love
to
it.
have people from the community, not
Yeah.
almost like you'd have businesses if they want to join separate.
Sure, absolutely.
And then residents
I love it.
in another category, and I think
And you,
that would
and you
be-
just do like little numbered tiny cups
Exactly.
and people can judge them and.
Well, you can do some.
And charge a fee to get
Yeah,
that?
exactly. You
Right.
charge a fee, you get
Right.
a
And you get
a
little
spoon,
cup,
and
exactly.
everybody gets a cup from each thing.
I
and
love
Yeah,
it.
you
absolutely.
judge
So
them by
let's
number.
plan it.
Right, right.
We got the 2001 calendar, we can, no, but I want to plan a date where we could have a chili cook-off. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yes, we'll have
Well-
to.
Where would we
So
have
that
it?
would have to
Something
be-
Bob had mentioned was.
We get the senior center.
The senior
go
center.
ahead. What were you?
Yeah, that's
what were you
convenient for
mentioning?
the
Yeah, because we don't want to pay the fees.
Well, I just have friends that are involved in New England Barbecue Society, so they have a certain set of rules how they use a
Oh,
format.
barbecue
So you can
society.
just kind of go through and use their rules and their format already to set up the contest.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And have their
Absolutely.
awards based on pre-existing set of rules to make it easy.
I love it.
Yeah.
Have a lot of fun with it.
Okay.
I just think it would be fun to have a blind contest though.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You don't want the people, yeah.
You don't want to know who made
You
it
don't want to
till the
know who
end.
made it.
Yes,
So you don't
yeah.
have the people there, standing there.
And then Bobby
their
Flay could come.
Showdown.
I'm just kidding.
Racial
Having
Ray.
fun.
The senior center would be fun.
Yeah.
And what-
You see this in
You know, that's all produced in New York City. It's not that far.
Yeah. All right.
One thing Bob
Food
was
Network's
mentioning
out in New
was,
York.
call it like a winter doldrums chili cook-off or something like that.
Absolutely.
And I was trying to think, what's the longest day of the year? That's coming up soon,
Well,
isn't
the
it?
shortest is coming up in
Yeah.
December.
I mean, the shortest day though. Shortest day.
Okay.
But,
All right.
you know,
It's the 21st, then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, December 21st.
so
Is it?
that's too soon. There's too
Yeah,
much
it is.
going on, so
Yeah.
we can't do
A
that.
good middle of February.
I was
when
just going to
people
say
look at
Yeah.
that. I was just
Yeah.
going to say that.
How about February vacation?
Well, that's what
That's
I
a
was wondering
possibility.
too.
Unless I'm in Florida. No, I'm just
I-
kidding.
When is Valentine's Day? Can we do it, combine it with the Valentine's
Valentine's
dance so we have
Day
the food
is the
and
14th. Valentine's Day is the 14th, and it's the Saturday, and that's when we were going to do the Sunday bar.
Yeah,
See, I know that, just so you, for the record, I know when Valentine's Day, because I didn't know I'd be in trouble when I got home.
Well, I know it was on February 14th.
Is it a birthday?
No, it's an important day that I wouldn't dare forget.
Oh, wedding day.
No, but I think mid to late February. And I think we can consider
February's quite a
February
month.
vacation. I don't know how many people travel during February vacation, but
With the economy, I would have to say less than last year. So that's
And there's good reasons for people to get out, it's an inexpensive
Yeah,
night.
I
Have some
agree.
fun.
I agree.
All right.
Okay, so
Well,
we'll put that on that's our next
tentative.
thing. Yep.
Chili cook-off.
Holiday lights,
Okay.
And then.
And we're saying February, or are we going for the April vacation?
Maybe
Let's go
7th,
sooner.
3rd.
Or even March, because there's no holidays in
You know what,
March.
March, you could move to March, you could move it to early March, I guess.
If you're at home sitting there and
What
you're
do you
still
know?
watching and you haven't got up for
Hey,
anything,
you could put it in
and you
with
like to
the
cook
green- oh,
chili,
yeah.
we're gonna have a chili cook-off.
great.
And to be announced the date in February or March. And if you think you can cook great chili, we want you to call the rec department, and we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Are we
And we're
doing
gonna have
the
a
sun-
chili cook-off
Sunday bar on Valentine's Day?
and a Sunday bar. Go ahead, tell them.
We're doing the Sunday bar at the Auburn High School at Valentine's Day. What was the time slot?
I think 2 to 4.
2 to 4.
Perhaps. Yeah.
Bring your family, come on down, have a fun time at the Sunday bar.
Excellent.
Kind of moved to this.
Nice.
Are we ready to adjourn?
Yes,
Let's make a motion.
you do.
All right, I make
A motion.
a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
All in favor?
It's a wrap. That was fun.
I think we have one day off.